It could be like Last of
and
Us.
Last of Us, the military got dissolved, basically.
Oh. Or is it Last of Us? Yeah, it's Last of Us where the soldier shoots his daughter, right?
He's ordered to, yeah, so he does.
Hmm.
But then people form, like, resistance slash militia groups, and then the military kind of splits.
Hmm.
And then each region, I guess you could say, has their own group slash groups that either fight each other or will assist each other.
This rain is good for my crops.
That's why, like,
I just planted a bunch of wheat and canister.
in The Last of Us 2, you have, like, settlements,
Mm-hmm.
and each settlement kind of operates a bit differently. So, the place that Ellie and Joel and Tommy settle in is Jackson, Wyoming. And the way they run things is those who are able-bodied and able-minded will have some kind of task that they do for the town, basically.
Hmm.
So you have people that cook, you have people that keep order slash go out on patrol. So I guess you could say kind of like, I don't know,
Police?
police
No, not. Yeah.
slash guards. Um, there's caretakers for children, teachers, doctors, all that, all the essential stuff that you need.
In a society.
If you've business with
Yeah.
I'd ask that you speak.
So they're more varied, whereas other groups like the WLF, or Wolves as they are known as, operate things a lot more like militaristically. So they obviously have doctors and teachers and all that, but most of their people are, quote, soldiers.
Hmm.
I do what I can to see that it.
Because the guy that runs their organization slash group was ex-military. And they settled in Seattle, Washington.
Oh.
And then there's another group in California, and they're just, well, they're just weird.
Let's not waste any time.
I see.
They live in Santa Barbara.
Ugh. I understand. Kill them all.
Why are people from Santa Barbara weird?
Yeah.
Do you live close to there?
Nope. Been there. Don't like it.
Well, anyway, yeah, so each group kind of operates and works differently. I will say, though, due to being more militaristic, the Wolves tend to have better weapons and equipment.
It's 160 miles.
160 miles
Mm-hmm.
south,
Let me see.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. Like directly. Okay, so I need to take Benner back to my farm and have him be my steward. So I can get cool stuff for my farm.
Let's go.
Like a stable and a bunkhouse for my people that I don't pay.
I don't pay them, but
They make me money. They make me a lot of money.
Yeah, you sound like most, like, big business CEOs and all that. I don't really care about them, it's just that they make me money, lots of it.
Oh, I thought Benner was just running away, but he was just taking a weird route to me. He
Hey,
just started
sir,
booking
I
it in the
know
opposite
you make
direction.
like
We've
I know
stopped.
you make
What
like
is it?
$300 million a year,
Let's
so
go.
can I get like a 50-cent raise? Are you absolutely out of your mind? That'll drive this company into the ground. Okay, yeah, I'm sure it will.
My mom worked at Amazon warehouse for a little. Like Jesus Christ, like I like every time she came home from work, she was like just dead. She's getting paid minimum wage.
Yeah.
And they give you, okay, so her explanation to me is they give you a 15-minute break. You can take it in between a window of time. It takes 5 minutes to walk to the break room, and then 5 minutes back to your station. So really, you only have like a 5-minute break.
Yeah, that's how a lot of places do it.
But
Yeah,
there's a time for like 2 weeks that she didn't have to go into work because one of the machines caught on fire and caused a big fire.
working for big companies like that really does suck. I mean, I didn't work for Amazon, but I worked for
We've
like big
stopped. What is it?
retailers,
Fine.
and they
What?
do treat you like
What?
property
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here.
and expendable property at that.
Yeah.
So I know the feeling. I empathize.
Oh, this is where I built stuff. Farmhand bunkhouse. 2 firewood.
I know
3
the
quartz
I know
stone.
the pain of having shitty managers that it seems like their sole purpose is just to make your life miserable. I know that feeling.
Uh,
And I think to some extent most people do. Most people kind of start off working a job like that. That's why you gotta develop skills for a good career. Like, I guess I'm gonna guess you're gonna do welding in the future as a career.
mm-hmm.
And that's a good skill to have,
If
and
if
that's
I
a good
don't if I
career.
don't like welding, I think I'm gonna go into some kind of forestry business or forestry industry, like game
Like
warden
DEC.
or just
Like
biology.
DEC.
I don't know what's that mean.
It's basically like a cop, but you make sure hunters follow rules and regulations.
Yeah, I'd probably go more towards being a conservation officer, but
I guess they call it something different in California.
I've never
'Cause
heard
I
of the
know in New
term
York,
DC.
not DC, DEC.
Oh, DEC. Okay. Like we
Yeah,
have
basically.
game wardens, conservation officers. There's also
Yeah,
people that
it's
just like make
conservation
sure you're
officer
not.
basically.
Yeah, they have people that make sure you're just following the rules, and if you're not, they get someone over there. So like a scout, I guess. 'Cause I don't know.
Yeah, think cop, but in the woods. I guess
Yeah,
is how I would.
I think I'd like to go into that, or just like going into forestry, where I go to certain areas and see what kind of like populations and stuff there is and whatnot. I wouldn't mind doing that. Especially for
So
where I want to live in the probably later career in my life. Just right on the border of the tall mountains. Because there's this area that me and my brother like to hunt quite a bit. I'm waiting for Benner to just talk to me and ask if I want to, like, if I want him to be my
I'm
dude.
still here.
Anyways, there's an area that me and my brother hunt a lot, and called Pine Flat. There's a lake there that's more like a river that's big. And it's just like a bunch of hills with a bunch of oak trees on them. So that's great for turkeys. And then a little below that is, just kind of foothills. But they're really nice foothills. I want to live there.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I need 5 quarried stone. Why do I need 5 quarried stone? Okay, 2 nails, a hinge, a lock. That's too much. I gotta build my freaking blacksmith thing first. Oh, I need iron ingots. I have those. Hinge, iron fitting. Well, where the hell do I craft those at if I don't have a thinguling? I have iron up here. This thing is so broken. You pull the slide back and it just stays there. No matter where you pull it. Like how far back you pull it, it just stays there. Give me those iron ingots. Benner, can you be my steward, please? Can you just ask me if you want to be my steward? Please?
Let's go.
Come on, Benner.
Let's get going. Lead on, then.
Whoa, Nord Warhorn. Dang. Didn't know that was there. Okay, let me see what I need again. I'll go to Whiterun and craft it. Hinge, iron fittings. Okay.
If you could add 1 gun to each weapon category, an Insurgency Sandstorm, which ones would you pick? So you can get 1 new assault rifle, 1 new, I guess you call it advisor rifle, 1 new marksman rifle, a new machine gun, a new submachine gun, and a new handgun.
Well, the submachine gun, we can both agree on. You know what I'm talking about.
The UMP-45?
Yes. That's my submachine gun. Machine gun... I don't know what it's called, but there's a newer kind of... I don't want to say version, but definitely inspired by the M249. There's a newer one. It's kind of higher tech. Costs like $7,000 compared to the M249, which I guess isn't as expensive. But it's like... I think it was like 16 pounds. And did the same stuff as the M249, but better. I'd add that.
Is it the XM250 that the Army's looking to adopt?
Might be it. Does it kind of look high-tech-ish? Palmer?
It's tan.
Yeah.
Shoots
got
a
a...
bigger bullet.
It does? Oh.
If it's the same one that you're thinking of, at least.
It's probably that one. What else? Marksman rifle? M98B. Just a regular rifle.
Here, I guess I'll let you add 2, because technically they add a security theme weapon and a insurgent theme weapon, so I'll make it
Okay.
2 for each category.
Insurgent SMG would be PPSH. And then security would still be the same. UMP-45. Shotgun. Saiga 12 and pipe shotgun.
Pipe shotgun?
Pipe shotgun. For fun.
Okay, okay, the pipe shotgun would be like an insurgent gun, I guess.
Yeah.
But... Okay.
Pipe guns are fun. Don't ask how I know. LMG for insurgents would probably be a belt-fed pipe gun. I'm kidding. I don't know. How about RPK?
All right.
Then another thing, marksman rifle for insurgents. Not too sure. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know, I can't think of a marksman rifle.
I'm still here.
Well, it can be anything long range, so... Could be...
Potato gun.
Could give him an SV-98.
Potato gun. Sure, SV-98. And then a new rocket launcher would be a potato gun. And then the security new rocket launcher would be a Stinger.
The insurgents don't have any air vehicles, though.
Right.
No rocket launchers, because that's technically an equipment piece.
Okay.
Primaries only. Primaries and secondaries.
Okay,
so
what else am I missing? I got shotguns down, I got pistols. I'd add some kind of other revolver. Maybe a, what is it called? It was the first revolver they ever made a silencer for.
The Nagant revolver?
Yeah, that.
Okay, that would be like an insurgent one then.
And pistol for security. I mean, Glock 45. I think that's pretty fair.
Like a 45 caliber Glock.
Mm-hmm. Like 15 rounds. With 20 with extended. Because you can, like, other than that, the only 45s, which I prefer the 45 way more than 9mm, but you only get 10 rounds. So, Glock 45 would be pretty important. What else? What other gun class?
Let's get going.
No, let's not get
Assault
going.
rifles.
Did I do assault rifles?
I don't think you did.
Okay. Assault rifle. Insurgents. I'm not too sure. I can't really give me some ideas. Like just insurgency type rifles. Well, it's not wood I need, it's cord stone.
Well... I guess it's kind of hard to fit an insurgent theme
Mm-hmm.
for new assault rifles other than AKs, but
AK-12.
it's kind of too modern.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they like capture them, which they can,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Not likely. Oh,
I
I can
want
just
something that's
walk
like
over to Rorikstead and buy some wheat. Or hay. Sick.
maybe like oh no, I guess I'll state mine and you can kind of bounce off it.
Yeah, okay.
Let me do security first because that's kind of an easier one to think of because they have more, I guess you could say like variability. So number one would either be like the Scar L,
Oh, yeah.
so like the 5.56 version,
Mm-hmm.
or probably actually the AK-108 or 107.
AK-107?
Yeah,
I haven't heard of it.
It's like an AK-74 chambered in 5.56, and it
Huh.
shoots at like 900 RPM, so it's a lot faster.
Is it AEK?
It's not the AEK, it's an AK.
Oh.
Like I said, it looks just like an AK-74.
AEK would be cool.
I mean, there's some slight differences, but for the most part, it looks like an AK-74.
Mm-hmm.
Just 5.56 and shoots a lot faster.
Mm.
So, I guess I would choose either of those for the security, more leaning towards the Scar L.
Yeah.
And then for the insurgents,
We
maybe
stopped. What is it?
the CZ-805A1.
For the thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
Food for the
So the
hungry.
first one.
Let's
All
go.
right.
So probably the CZ-805A1. Submachine guns. Again, it's kind of a two-way for the security between either the UMP-45 or some UMP variant, and the CZ Scorpion Evo, or EVO, however you want to call it. And then for the insurgents,
Hey, people paid money for Stranger Things.
you could do the PPSH-41.
Pay for honest work.
I know those are still knocking around sometimes.
Mhm.
Or shit, even the MP40.
Honest pay
I
for
think the
honest
MP40
Oh.
would be kind of neat.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Friends who do business in Whiterun.
Light machine guns. For the security, definitely like the M60E4. I think,
Oh, okay.
like,
Yeah.
and you could differentiate it from the Bravo by number one, the fire rate's slower, so you could have it be slower but more controllable.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the insurgents, I'd go with the RPD.
That sounds. Oh, yeah. I actually like that more than the RPK.
So we've done ARs, we've done SMGs, we've done
Shotguns?
LMGs. Shotguns, okay. So for security, I would take the Benelli M4, or also known as the M1014.
Mm-hmm. I think it's
And then-
M1014.
Well,
I'm joking.
1014s is faster.
Yeah.
And then for the insurgents, probably the Sega 12. But
Something magazine fed.
Yeah, well, something semi-automatic at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's locked
Or
for a
shit,
reason.
even like the fucking,
I'm afraid not.
if you want to go retro,
Fruit has about enough
could add like
bullets.
the Bike Owl IZH-58. It's like a Russian double-barrel shotgun.
Oh. M30 drilling would be cool.
Yeah, but those are so rare.
Yeah.
They're really
It
more
wouldn't make its way
collector's
there.
pieces. It'd be very, very unlikely.
Where's the merchant at?
Alright, so we have ARs, SMGs, and shotguns and LMGs down. So that leaves...
Can we do assault rifles?
Yeah, we did assault rifles. I guess that leaves advisor rifles.
You're not supposed to be.
Even
in
though they're
here.
still technically assault rifles, but I guess they're more like... What's the word? Exotic.
Cooler, exotic, yeah.
Okay, I guess for
Let me know
security,
if you see anything you
I'm trying
like.
to think of an exotic assault rifle.
Everything. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Something that's not widely portrayed.
Hmm.
I'm really trying to think here.
Do come back.
It's gotta be, for security, it's gotta be like modern. So like probably 80s, 90s at the earliest. But it's
Potato
also gotta
gun.
be something, no, it's also gotta be something that is exotic. So I guess you could say something that exists but is not really a standard. It's more of a special.
J&G 90.
That's a sniper rifle.
Yeah. AK-50.
I'm pretty sure that's like
Insane.
not insane, but like a home-built gun.
Hmm. Pipe gun.
Plus it's essentially based on. It's basically
I'm
just
still
an
here.
AK, just different, larger caliber.
Lead on.
It's hard because I'm trying to think of something that's not really based off of the AR or AK platform.
Yeah, you
Which
think
is
of an
really
exotic
fucking
gun,
hard
you
to
think of
do.
something you've never heard of before, so you've never heard of it before. So you
Well, I
can't
know a
really...
lot of guns, but it's honestly hard to come up with something that's not an AK or
still here.
based off of the AR.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't already in the game.
I never heard about the Tavor until I played Insurgency, so... There's a lot of guns I learned that were a thing from Insurgency, like the Alpha AK, Tavor... What else?
I guess, let's see. Okay, I'm starting to get some ideas. Alright, so for the security, I'd give them the Ace 21, which is basically like I guess you could call it more of a carbine / short combat rifle. Shorter. It's in Battlefield 4, but I think it holds like 35 rounds in a magazine, like a standard magazine, kind of like a Galil. Because the Ace series of rifles are based off the Galil, so 35 round magazines.
What would you choose as a melee weapon?
I mean, probably, I guess a K-bar knife.
Okay. Kopesh.
Either that or like the M9 bayonet that the Marines have.
Oh yeah.
We've stopped. What is it?
Kopesh.
And then, I guess for the insurgent exotic weapon rifle, maybe the SVU. No, that'd be more of a marksman rifle. Oh, I know that. What is it called? It's often referred to as the Groza, but
I've always just
real life-
heard the Groza as the Groza.
Well, and its real name is like the OTS-03 or something like that, or
That'd be good.
OTS-01. I can't really remember. But anyway, that. Um,
Something is...
Marksman rifles. Okay.
I
kinda
feel like
gets
something
tricky
bit me
here.
on the foot, but there's nothing there.
Honestly, in Insurgency, there's really not a lot of room for the bolt actions because there's really nothing that's extremely long range. So I'm trying to think of like something that's semi-auto.
That's why I want a Far Cry Insurgency game.
Um, what's a semi-automatic that's not based off the AR platform or the AK platform? Oh, the SR-338 would be kind of neat
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
for the security.
Uh-huh.
Semi-auto 338 Lapua, and then I guess let's see for the insurgents. What's out there? I don't really want to do the SVU because that would essentially just be an SVD, just bullpup.
We've stopped. What is it?
So I need to show
I'm
him
still
the
there.
job for him
Let's
to
go.
offer.
SVT 40.
Mm.
That's what I would give them as a marksman rifle,
That's a good one.
semi-automatic marksman rifle. Or would that be too similar to the SVD because it's the same caliber, 10 rounds.
It's hard.
Yeah, it'd be too similar to the SVD. Okay, I take that back.
Pipe gun.
No.
Oh. I think a pipe gun would be funny though. It's got a slot on the top where you just slip in a 12 gauge shell.
But it's not a rifle, it's a shotgun.
Oh, I'm just saying. Pipe gun would be funny. I would use it with my revolver.
What could be an insurgent marksman rifle?
I have 58 Canis root. Honeycomb and torchbug thorax. Oh yeah, restore stamina. Let's go. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that would be different from the SVD in a considerable way, and that's hard.
Just there's so many guns that are based off M4 or
I want it to at least be a 7.62, obviously, because it's got to be full power.
Benner, I'm gonna trap you in there until you learn to be my steward.
What?
Get in there. Yeah, that's right. Get in there.
Will do.
Yep, sure you will.
Maybe the Ace 53 SV, I guess. That'd be an
Yeah,
interesting one.
it'd be interesting, yeah. I trapped Benner in my cellar. He's gonna have fun down there.
So let's see, we've covered assault rifles, we've covered shotguns, SMGs, LMGs, marksman rifles, and now I think all that's left is pistols, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. It's a lot of choices here. I would say for the security, probably the for like a magazine fed, probably a Sig Sauer P320.
Okay.
And if you want something a little higher power, maybe the Taurus Raging Bull, if you ever heard of that.
Yeah, that one's cool.
And I would chamber it for 454 Casull. Even though it can take a lot of different cartridges, but that's the one I would have it in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the Insurgents, probably the Tokarev TT-33 pistol.
Alright.
Be kind of interesting because it would be, because it's a 7.62 by 25 Tokarev, so it could be like really controllable. The only downside is because it's an old pistol, you wouldn't be able to put too many attachments on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely take the Tokarev.
You can still put a lot of attachments on some of the older guns, like the M1 Grand.
Yeah, but that's only if you fucking do horrible things to them.
I would never put attachments on a real M1 Grand like that. I wouldn't trust myself with a real M1 Grand.
There's quite a few guns I would like to see.
My Red Ryder.
At some point.
My Red Ryder is still in good condition, though. Thing will either be sold for really good money or last a very long time.
Take care of it and pass it down.
That's what I'm thinking. When I first got it, I'm like, oh, dude, I could sell this when I'm 40 for a buttload. I'm like, oh, wait. No, I can do a lot better.
Or when you find some girl that's just as much as a sociopath as you, and then you have little kitties, you can give them that.
Yeah, exactly.
When they're old enough.
Like, that was my dad's. That's what he learned to shoot with. It's what I learned to shoot with. So. Apparently my dad had a scope on it.
It's not on there anymore, though.
Nah. It's still looking good, though. Just gotta make sure it doesn't rust. It's just the only thing. Don't know how it happened. Walked in my backyard one day, went and picked it up, and realized the lever was, like, broken. Not, like, broken where it doesn't function, but, like, the guard on the lever, I guess. The part where you put your hand through is broken, so I either have to replace that or fix it somehow. I don't know how it happened. I'm guessing someone knocked it over and didn't tell me.
How dare they? Those that cretin.
It looked so much better before that happened, though. Like, it's not too noticeable, but it's there. Like, a chunk of it was broken off. Very nice, though. Minimal paint wear and everything. I keep it nice. As nice as I can. Like
Yeah.
it like my cousin bought a Red Ryder just a little bit ago. That thing, she probably bought it like 2016. That thing barely works.
Hmm.
And they don't make them like they used to. Like at
They
first,
don't
it
make a
had
lot of
more
things
it,
like
it
they
had
used to.
more power than mine, but after like a year, it was just like the spring was just worn out and everything. That thing's still strong. Actually, we had to fix a problem with it loading. I think it got jammed somewhere in there, or dirt got in there or something, but I fixed that. Its capacity of BBs it can hold is probably around 500. I've never filled it up. I've never gotten to the point where I can't fill any more BBs. It's crazy.
Well, unfortunately, there's. That's just kind of true with a lot of things made today. They're just not made to last.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
And
I just need Benner to freaking...
they're built like that on purpose so that when it breaks, you'll buy
More. Yeah. Like, do you still have a fridge from the 70s?
Does anyone still have a fridge from the 70s?
I do. It's great.
We going?
No, we actually replaced our
Way.
fridge like
We've stopped. What
last
is
fall.
Hmm.
Somewhere around there.
Interesting. Well, I might
But
need to
the
get
one we had
married.
before that we had since like
I might need to get married to
Sorry.
get a freaking follower for this place.
oh, I thought you were talking like real life. I was like, shouldn't really rush into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
It's just, I
Let's
can't
go.
get Benner to offer to watch over my farm as I go on day-long adventures by myself. On my last playthrough, my wife was a follower, and she offered to watch over my farm, so I'm like, bet, okay. Like, that's the first follower I've ever, like, decked out with gear, because, like, that's how I sell all of my products. That's how I make money. That's how I upgrade my farm. Can't let this one die. So, you know. Benner's not cutting it. He's got weird eyebrows. He's just kind of staring at me. His eyes are too far apart and his nose is too big. He's got a... He's just looking at me. I'm gonna send you a picture. His forehead. I don't know why this is so... He's like, what? I'm not gonna cut it? Huh? Huh? I don't think he is gonna cut it. The bridge of your nose is bigger than my hand, bro.
I bet it's impossible to break his nose.
I mean, I beat him in a fist fight to get his
But did you break
to
his
get him
nose?
as no, I did not. Nothing can break that.
See? I told you. It's impossible.
He's just
It's like a
looking at me.
mountain.
He does have a really big nose. His eyes
like,
are
"Fucking-"
weird.
He's like, don't make fun of my nose. This is a very strong nose. I can move mountains with this nose. I can part oceans with this nose.
It's a very Benor thing to say. He's honestly one of the best followers in the game, just because of his nose. His nose is so strong he doesn't need helmet. The bridge of his nose goes all the way around his skull and protects it.
Interesting. I didn't know someone's nose could go all the way around their fucking head.
Dude, out of all the Skyrim characters I've actually paid attention with their facial details, he's the most Oblivion-like NPC I've seen. You could do crazy stuff with an Oblivion NPC.
Other than Gordon, who screams like an Oblivion NPC.
Yeah.
Maybe Gordon is an NPC in the world in the game of life. He just does his own thing. He is something else.
No, he's like a Fallout 3 NPC more than a Oblivion.
You make him mad, and he's like, "That's it. This ends now." He just comes after you. I've heard enough. Oh, good.
He would say random stuff like, "How about you go out into the wasteland?"
You don't look so tough. When I was your age, I killed a deathclaw with a shaving razor.
That should be pretty hard. Props. I'm not his stuff.
And then you see he like goes out into the waste and gets attacked by like one of the hardest enemies and just insta kills them with like one swipe. You're like, what the fuck? Gordon's OP.
Gordon is OP.
He doesn't even have a gun. He just has like a fucking small knife.
Are you familiar with Maik the Liar?
Who?
Maik the Liar?
It does not sound familiar.
Okay, ever since the second Elder Scrolls game, not even second in the series, the second Elder Scrolls game, I'm not sure which one it was, but Maik the Liar is a reoccurring NPC that people have theorized to be a time traveler, which I'm closer to that one out of all the other theories. Other people think he's like some kind of intergalactical being. I think he's a time traveler though. One time, okay, so he'll come up out of nowhere. He's just kind of random encounter type NPC. Where'd you come from, Benner? You just came running out of the field towards me. What do you want?
We've stopped. What is it?
Okay. Benner is scary. Anyways, he'll say things like, he's called Maik the Liar because he'll just say like the most outrageous things ever. But you know he was there because in the other games, as that thing is happening, he's there. He was there in that game at that time. He's even in Elder Scrolls Online, which is, I'm pretty sure, the farthest back Elder Scrolls game there is. And you find him on different parts of the map. So he's definitely some kind of traveler. You find him in Oblivion, you find him in Skyrim, you find him in Morrowind, you find him in Daggerfall. Almost every single Elder Scrolls game, since the second game released, he is in it. So, people theorize him to be a time traveler and stuff. And if you try to kill him, he will most likely just, like, put you on the ground in 3 seconds. Or he'll run away. There's 2 options. Running away is more common, though. I know I've been put to the ground by Maik the Liar before. He knows sumo wrestling or something, because, like, oh my god. Because they have extra unarmed damage, because they're cats and they have claws, which is kind of dumb. They should have halved fall damage, but you know. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll put you on the ground. Fast. Scary.
Let's go.
Anyways, what was I doing in Skyrim? Oh yeah, I gotta go for... Okay, I'd like to marry Mule, but that's gonna be a bit harder. I kind of need this now. I mean... I do need to go through another Dwarven Ruin. Well, I guess I'm on my way to Riften. Go talk to Mule and find out where I need to go get her sword so I can return her sword back to her and she'd be like, yo yo. Well, what's the closest location I have? I've got High Hrothgar. I could always boogie my way down the mountain. Nah. I'll take a carrot. Where's Borlam? Bjorlam? Where are you going, buddy? Bjorlam.
Yes? Where do you want to go? Climb and back.
Bjorlam is my man. I've been going to him since I was 6 years old. He is my carriage driver. Will not use another one. I mean, the guy in Solitude's alright, but Bjorlam is my man.
My main man.
The only time I haven't liked him is when I very first played this game. I remember it too. I walked up to the gates of Whiterun, shot a guard with an arrow, ran away, got into the back of Bjorland's cart, thinking he'd be riding away soon, and then they all just kind of surrounded the car and shot me with arrows, and I died. And that's the only time he's betrayed me, when he didn't ride away, when I did pay him to.
Hold there. Before I let you in,
Which is outrageous, but you know, it happens.
Visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? I think you want
There's a
in?
dragon. Epic.
Cooperate.
Ew, iron arrows. I have like a bunch of dwarven arrows. Where are they at? 37. Wait. 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 Oh. Oh. Okay.
Or from the other night. I'm sorry, ma'am, but your husband passed away in the battle. His last words to you were,
Oh. Oh, there's the dragon. He's back.
what happened to him? Well, you see, he got shot in the throat. Couldn't fall backward. Tried falling forward, but there was a wall in the way, and he was just stuck there, making that sound.
Well, I can walk into the city now. No, it requires key. I'll go around. His last words were, "Oh."
Poor bastard.
It'd be bad to go out that way. It'd be unpreferable.
Yeah, I mean... I guess
Like, if
the only
I
thing that'd
die,
be worse
if
than
I
fire.
die and it's not from old age, or if it is from old age, I want it to be like, I want to survive something really hard and then die from old age. Like, I have a friend who, his grandpa, according to him, got shot 5 or 6 times in Vietnam and then died from cancer 2 years later.
Like 2 years after he got out of the... Came home from the war.
Yeah. I'm like,
That's
dang.
a good thing he had
That's
kids
pretty
before he
cool.
died then. That's pretty cool. I don't think that's the appropriate response, but...
But, you know, you get shot 6 times in Vietnam and then you die of cancer 2 years later. It's kind of like a flex, you know? Like, huh, it can't kill me, but cancer can. I guess. Where'd the guards go? They're
If
supposed to
one
let me
thing
into
doesn't
the
get you,
city.
something else will, eventually.
Yeah, but, like, do you think, like, surviving 6 bullet wounds and then, like, do you see it, like, I don't, hold on, let me rephrase this. Like, what do you think it'd get you first? Like, 6 bullet wounds or cancer?
I guess it depends on where they hit you.
Eh.
Bandits harassed the caravan. A few days, one of them stole my moon amulet. Be
Carjo?
careful.
Guess something,
I miss my
Carjo should be my companion.
The life cannot be
I
replaced.
I
can't
guess
even...
something vital then.
Oh,
6 bullet
obviously it
wounds.
wasn't that bad, but you know, it's still 6 bullet wounds. That'll still kill you. Oh, these guys just killed the dragon by themselves. They didn't even need me. Okay, I see how it is. I didn't even know what was going on. Like, where are they? Let me into the city. That's really funny. They just kill a dragon and then go back on their way. Why is it always nighttime?
Why? It must have been night.
Let me into the city.
Alright, keep your voice down. You want everyone to...
I'm just trying to get this quest objective.
What is that?
My crappy airsoft gun. That barely works.
I had another
Like,
run-in with a thief.
this is sliding it back. It just stays. You pull the trigger.
One snap of her fingers
Like,
and you could end up in Riften jail.
you hold the trigger is how I make this noise.
They represent the reason
I actually slide it.
I can't just ignore them, Eren.
Hey, you, get over here. I want to
I'm really getting tired of your excuses.
That's not who I want to
When
talk
you
to.
borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
She's probably in a bar.
I know.
Carja should be my companion. And have Mule
People of Riften, heed my
just
words.
look over my farm.
The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence.
Never done an honest day's work.
Shut up, Ringel.
Besides,
I'm not here to talk to you.
Lady Mara is displeased
Never
with your
done an
constant
honest...
Shut
I could take a hint
up.
Put down your flag.
I'm literally an honest farming man. And you're like, you want to go steal stuff from me?
Help you much right. No, currently in more.
Like, eventually I will,
No,
but
the answer is
not
no.
right now.
Kira, a certain
But not right now.
Some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Marmal. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an
Is this guy's name
excuse to harass
Mercutio?
our
Is that what that was?
customers.
Very well, Talon.
Mercurio.
Remove myself from this den
If it was
of
Mercutio, I'm like, bro, get a different name. It came from Romeo and
Just keep the
Juliet.
sermons at the temple.
You know that.
Let us all sin in peace.
Talon, another round.
I think you've had plenty, Volwolf. Maybe you should head on home.
This guy's name is Volwolf?
Here for the
I
fishing.
said, give me some more
This
drink.
guy's name is
or I'll have
Volwolf.
your head
You
on
caught me
fire.
at a bad time. Lost
yourself.
someone dear.
Okay, I guess she's not here right now. Well, this is a really boring episode.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I think.
I'm just chilling this episode.
Sure. I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
My food is the best in all of Skyrim.
Here you
You're
are.
a stranger here too, huh? I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
Cool.
Safe.
Now I can go get your blade, right? Is that a thing? No? I have to go actually find it. Okay, I think I know where it's at. It is in... Is it in... No. It's not in Ralvar, it's in, not Mazolft. I have to look it up again. I usually just find it, I'm like, hey, I'll bring this back to her, get paid. But, you know, I'm in this here.